Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to take a look at two more songs from Coyote Harley Davidson. The Warning in October of 2019. This was billed as the grand opening of the dealership. It seems to me that it might have been there earlier. I saw other earlier clips, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe there was something about it that made it a grand opening. Maybe, I don't know, new leadership, bigger dealership, who knows? If anybody has the details on that, let us know. But in the meantime, we're going to look at Dull Knives and Hunter today from this stage. The sound's been good. The actual visuals, it's been a little tricky because there's so much fog that they put through their fog machine. But other than that, it's been a really great show. They've got a platform they keep coming down and entertaining the crowd with, and that's been put to very good use. The camera person is in an excellent spot at the very end of the platform, so they've been getting some great shots. And of course, these are two killer songs. So Adrian, what have you thought of this show so far as we've been going through?
As usual, it's been a great show. Just that also it's outdoors, so yeah, there's the fog bit, but it must have been great to be like just off the property or something and listening to what's going on.
Well, that could be, yeah. It's a pretty big place. We found a little bit of footage from the day, including some of the band. I included it in our last video. It's a big area, and there were a number of people there. So, and other bands as well, but of course this is the band that we are most interested in. So with that, why don't we take a look at Dull Knives? We'll stop, talk a little bit, and then move on to the next song.
Oh, man.
What do you think?
Danny just being the consummate rock star. Up at the front of the stage, right at the beginning of the song.
Yep.
Just owning the place.
Marching right to the end of the platform. Yeah, which they've been doing, and it's great. It's so great to see them do that. Yeah, wonderful performance, I thought. As usual, yeah, we're having a little trouble with Danny's lower register of vocals. Yeah, it would be nice if you could ride the volume a little bit more for when she goes lower in the songs. That's the only time it's really hard to hear what she's singing. You know what I noticed too is that, often with a drum riser, you'll have like kind of a skirt going around it, something that, so you can't see what's going on underneath. Well, it so happens that right behind the stage, there's some tables, and there's a guy sitting at the table, I don't know, like drinking some, he's just sitting there like he's in a cafe, and it's like this little box on the stage that you see underneath the drums. It's kind of funny. You would almost think it's like a video feed or something, something experimental. You get some experimental band up there. Like, here are some scenes from everyday life. Wow. But yeah, so it's not really supposed to be intentional. So that drew my attention a little bit, and I'm like, oh, well, I should not look at that. But nonetheless, fantastic performance. They've got all the energy. They're just killing it. The crowd loves it. They do have the latter arrangement of this song, like I mentioned at Witches Fest, which was a week later. I noticed that they had transitioned the song into different rhythmic.
Oh, yeah. There's some syncopation.
Yeah, they've made the changes that stand today by this time. So we can move that date back a week. If anybody knows the first time that they actually used this instead of the original syncopation, let us know. So I'm ready to move on to Hunter.
I'm ready to move on to Hunter as well.
Let's check it out.
Buenas noches. ¿Cómo lo estamos pasando hasta ahorita? ¿Bien? Qué bueno, nuevamente nosotros somos The Warning. Todas las fotos y videos que tomen, súbanlas a Instagram y taguenos para darles like y compartirlos en nuestros stories. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. A pesar del frío, ¿qué tal? Que nos agarró de sorpresa. ¡Ah, sí!
Your
Nice. All right. Thoughts, Adrian?
That did not disappoint. Hearing all the usual talent and everything, watch Ollie stomping and Donnie springs and hops.
Yep. I liked their synchronized steps in the beginning. Well, sort of synchronized. They were at least being together and, putting their two powers together to create even bigger power for the audience. It's great seeing Pau's silhouette in the background going nuts, as she plays. It's wonderful. The crowd was very receptive. Had the same issue with the lower register of Danny's vocals, but really doesn't matter that much to me. I mean, the show itself is a joy to watch. And they're bringing the energy. The crowd's behind them. Somos the Warning. Yes, we are the Warning. So we've only got 2 songs left on this show. Amazingly, it's a pretty short show. It's 45 minutes. So they'll be finishing off the show next time with Psychotic and Narcisista. 2 more barn burners, really. So looking forward to those. Should be a lot of fun. Folks, why don't you let us know what you think about this? If you've been to the dealer, if you were at this show, if there's other details you want to share with us or that you saw in here that you think we didn't touch on, by all means, leave those for us. And for everybody else. And other suggestions for future shows, leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you later.